Week 8, we're going to Tampa to face the 6-1 Bucks, led by our former defensive coordinator, Jerry Vero. He's got them winning games. He's got Mike McDaniels as their offensive coordinator. They're first in the league in rushing, second in points allowed, eighth against the pass. We're just going to do our thing and see how we match up. Scorton is going scorched earth in the league. I ain't changing. I didn't change shit, and I ain't gonna change shit. If this is just how good he's become the most feared defensive player in the league. And then you got J.C. Horn over there. This is what happens when you build the team the way I want you to build it. All right, they got Jahmyr Gibbs, Chris Godwin, Yaya Diaby. I talked about their staff. I'm not gonna look at that. Let's go injury report. Our guys are still out. We get Taven Sanders, Jason Dell, the rookie, defensive tackle. And they've got their backup running back, backup center, and probably backup everything here. I don't know. He might have been a starter. We'll see. They're all out. This guy's out for 36 weeks. Healthy teams stay competitive. They make the playoffs. We seem to send a lot of players to the locker room. All right, the rookie Ryder Lyons. I was curious. I looked this kid up, and apparently he was committed to USC and flipped it to BYU recently. I was curious. I didn't know who that kid was or why someone would name their kid Ryder. But okay. Apparently he's their QB of the future. So now you got. Well, if I look back at this, let's see. So you got the Bucks have a young quarterback. We have a young quarterback. Everyone's got a young quarterback, but the Saints are the ones that are probably potentially hurting the most right now because Nico keeps getting injured every year, and his backups perform better. All right, Jahmyr Gibbs, as we talked about, Chris Godwin, Perry Thompson, 6'3", 222. Goddamn. Darnell Washington, big guy. Then you got Wirfs, and I don't think, and Damian Lewis, and I think all these guys are kind of meh. They're running a 3-4, so they've got Hardy at defensive end, which makes sense, but then they got this guy at defensive end, which does not make sense. I would be putting him at defensive end, and I would be playing him at the nose, but you know, Jerry Rivera is going to do Jerry Rivera stuff. All right, then you got this Brady Swinson guy coming off the left edge, Bacon and Rojas in the middle. How fast is that kid? Okay, he's got some speed. Out of Penn State. And you got Yaya Diaby on the other edge, Jacob Parrish, Kalen Carson, Frederick Jr. Reed. Okay, they got talent here, I would say. Geno Stone, Dickie Smith, and then this guy's accuracy isn't that great. Nothing really scares me. Like nothing. Alright, I say we just keep doing our thing. See if I'm forgetting anything I wanted to bring up. We are going to defend that short pass. And we are going to throw it medium. Maybe I'll start doing. How about this? Maybe I'll start I'll just start doing that before I start the recording, unless we change it. All right. I think we're good to go. Wait, okay, so whose turn is it? So this is week 8, so this is 8th game. So this is going to be, okay. Whose turn is it to be wide receiver? So it's going to be Travis's turn to be the third receiver. Well, actually,
it's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we've got the Panthers, sure-handed wide receiver. He should be one of his quarterback's best friends this week. It's the Panthers and the Bucks, and it's all up next.
This is a city that's hosted more Super Bowls than almost anybody else, and oh yeah, Brock, they've won a couple of their own along the way too. We're in the home of the Buccaneers, Tampa, Florida, and Raymond James Stadium. And we are in store for a great game today, everyone. Kate Scott and Brock Heward, along for the ride on this one. We love these kind of games, Brock, and that's because we got a pair of teams who both gotten off to good starts this season. They find themselves with winning records as we now work our way through the front half of this schedule.
Yeah, you know, we try to be pros, and every game, right, is a big game, but when you have teams that have gotten off to these starts, we know these are both playoff caliber teams. They look that way right now. And this is also a measuring stick game, and a great one where you don't have the consequences of lose and go home. Just a wonderful test for you, for me, for the fans, and most importantly, for those guys on the field.
This is for the division lead. All right, we're 7 games in. Let me change this first, and then I'll go and change the depth chart. Okay, so this is where I would have moved 1 up. I think right now we're gonna have to figure out. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get Jalen Coker the start. Okay. So he's filling in for, and you know what? I'm even gonna put him here because I don't want to change where Nick Harbor is. Seems to be doing successfully. So Coker's just going to be a 1-for-1 replacement for Leggett. And then I'm going to keep doing here what I've been doing. And this is, okay, this is where I go, this is where, okay. I got to say, you know, I mean, the fact that he's in his 4th year, he's rated 85 overall, he's got 95 speed, better acceleration than the, you know, matching or better, and then his change of direction is matching. I don't understand why he couldn't have played as well as Fields has his first year. I guess that's good for us, but I don't know. Just a little disappointed in him. Just a little. I think he's worth it. You know, you need 5 cornerbacks. We've got Ricks, well, I carry like 6, don't I? Yeah, so that's our 6th guy. You know, it's good to have, like, there's some depth here, for sure. All right, let's go to slot corner, take a look at that. We're just going to keep it as is. And I did change our depth chart at the left and right tackle. Got our starters back there.
Just about halfway through the season now. Still a lot of ball to be played as we're off in Week 8. Brings in the kick at the 9. His return reaches that 34-yard line before he stopped. So here come the Buccaneers, ready for their opening drive. Leading them out, already a leader of this offense in just his first season, this rookie from USC.
A win is a win for him, whether he goes for 400 yards and 5 touchdowns, Kate, or maybe he just finds the end zone once like last week. And being the team-first guy he is, he'd be more than happy to end the game with just 1 touchdown pass, or maybe even no touchdown passes, so long as they get the win in the end.
I'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And they bring him down after he ran through him up to the 43. Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Motioning the tight end now. From the 43. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. In off to Gibbs from the gun. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
To throw here on 1st down.
Oh, shit.
Completed over the middle. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Back now, pressure on its way. On target to Godwin. And he works this to the 38 before going down. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Wideouts getting involved in the ground game. And they were all over that reverse. He's tracked down behind the line.
That is teaching tape for a linebacker. Read, react, and finish.
Third and long for him here.
Oh, shit. He did the rookie thing.
Ooh, can't avoid that one, and they take him down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
And this looks like it got just inside the 20 as it flew out, and indeed
I was wondering how they did the
19-yard line.
Player models
so now out comes the
when
Panther
assistant coaches finally got camera time.
And we'll get a chance to see someone still in the early stages of their career, this 3rd-year QB.
And there's certainly still people talking about the game. The buzz is real. He posted unbelievable numbers last week. Even his passing numbers continue to rise league-wide. He reached heights rarely flown to in league history.
Oh.
It took volume, sure, to get him there, but also an eagle eye to see everything out there perfectly. He and the rest of us, we can only hope that he comes close to seeing that kind of production today.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Now looking to throw.
Oh.
This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down. Pass play now. It's tipped away and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down.
Perhaps a bit late breaking towards the ball, but still just enough time to get a finger on it and knock it away.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. The Buccaneers and Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense. And he has just shredded NFL defenses so far this season. You can see he's sitting 2nd right now across the league in rushing yards. On first down, it's Gibbs. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Throw left side, complete. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. Give him 24 on that play. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
All right, set now, 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. It is caught left side. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket. You get
catch it, bro.
Oh, take that shot.
Nearly an interception on that play, but still plenty of options left on 3rd and short.
Just sitting there.
Straight ahead with Gibbs. And he'll go down here at the 16. Pickup of 2 here. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down. And they send a man in motion. First down, and they go right back to him. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
The give here on 2nd. Call it about 70 yards on that run. Now it's going to be 3rd down and 4.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Bails out of
Ouch.
And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
I think that's his first sack of his career.
Evan McPherson lining up the field goal try.
Number 5 overall
High
pick.
percentage look for him here from the left hash. Butker knocks it through. And they're on the board.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Return coming from the 6. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. The Carolina offense out and ready to go for their second drive. They didn't start the game off like they wanted, Brock. Still searching for that opening first down as they take the field a second time. This finds Smith. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he goes out a little short of the 40. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. From the 41. It's taken in by Williams. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Looking slant route, complete. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Running back sent in motion. From the 25 on second down. Throw caught at the 6. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
From the red zone now. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And that makes it second and goal. Taylor. And he's in for the touchdown. The Panthers pull ahead 6-3 in the first. Extra point attempt coming up. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Panthers take a 4-point lead. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. This return starts at the 5. He's stopped on the return at the 27. Here come the Bucs on offense now. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. They go play action on first. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Kate, it's pretty clear, isn't it? It's this constant pressure that this defense has imposed on this offense to keep them out of rhythm and build up this lead. This offense is not going to author a comeback if this quarterback continues to run for his life.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss. So that's one quarter gone in a battle of NFC South rivals. 7-3 is our score. More from Raymond James Stadium coming up after the break. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Buccaneers football as we begin. They're stuck behind the sticks on 3rd and long. They'll motion him out of the backfield. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. A quick 3 plays, Brock, and we have arrived at 4th down just like that as he comes through with some contact to break up what looked like a catch.
Hey, guess what, Kate? These guys aren't getting paid by the down defensively. They want to get themselves off the field in as few snaps as possible, and there was no way they were letting this drive extend beyond a 3-and-out.
And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Panthers are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And it's not just a blip for him this year. He's been one of their go-to scorers on the ground as we get through the heart of this season, leading all quarterbacks in rushing touchdowns. One of the tight ends in motion left. Airing it out to start this drive. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down. He's dropping back to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Here's a throw. Escapes the pocket. He's running for it. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Panthers getting everyone set for the punt. And this will be his second effort of the contest. Got 49 on his first punt. This one looks even longer. Time for us to get another look at this Tampa Bay offense. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. Juke the defender. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 28. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
Throwing now, 3rd and 2. Finds his man. It's Godwin. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. Short pass brought in. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. 2nd and 3 now. They put a receiver in motion here left. From the 42. Gets out of trouble. He's on the move. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. So now here's 3rd and 5.
A loss of 1. It's now 3rd and 5.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That one's incomplete over the middle. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. The Buccaneers out and into punt formation. And he'll try to hit this one well. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And the fair catch made here at the 15. No return on that punt. And the Panthers are going to take over deep in their own territory. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Nowhere to go with it, so he just throws it away.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
Throwing the out route complete. And he gets it up close to the 25 before he's out of bounds. And for the Buccaneers, it's a nickel look. 3rd down coming. Here's a give up the middle. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused.
Not that I really think we
took
need
that anger out on him, and this offense forcing a 4th down.
Carolina in punt formation. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. Averaging over 50 yards a kick, and this is another one well hit. And he's brought down before the return gets far. That one scored as a massive 67-yard effort. And the Buccaneers will get set to go on offense. Throwing now on 1st down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
All right, Richie making some plays today.
It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And that'll bring up second down. Here's a counter give to Gibbs. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8. They'll try and throw it here. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he's going to run for it. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. Setting up a throw.
Dude, turn the fuck around.
On the left sideline. And he goes out a little short of the 40. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down. Quick throw completed out to the left. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was first down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Before the snap, some early movement. Let's see which side gets tagged with the penalty. So he jumped too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards.
Still second down.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Completed to his running back. And this one does not go far.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
You're in trouble, bro.
Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
That is now the 5th sack this offense has had to endure in the first half alone. We're on a double-digit pace here, and I'll tell you what, I know how these defensive coordinators work. They can feel the blood in the water. They are not going to stop getting after this quarterback until this offense can find a way to protect itself.
Punt team is on now, and they
Jump,
get this
bro.
away.
Block that kick.
And they won't be able to return this one as it sails out of bounds. The Panthers get going again once more on offense. Their winning streak just keeps growing and growing, Brock. 7 wins in a row now, and with this lead, could be an 8th straight. And he does what he can there, up to the 25. First down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Got 54, McVay starting at left guard now.
Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he drives ahead for good yardage up to the 45. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up.
Tallying it up, see how often, how many on average.
3rd and just 2 to go.
How many players per game end up in the locker room?
They give it to him again. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And now it's second down. He's going to throw this one. Wow, very quick throw, but they couldn't connect. Not on the same page with his tight end. So now it's going to be third and long. Dropping back to throw.
Nice, Coker.
Beyond the marker.
I don't know, man. Maybe I've been sleeping on Coker a bit.
Bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set.
Maybe I've been calling him boring. And
an excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
Maybe I just don't know what the hell I'm talking about.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. Now after the run, we see he's visibly shaken up. Team medical staffers headed over to take a look. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
If I exit now, it's going to make me fucking...
Got Williams, and it's complete.
Take who to substitute for.
Third and a lone yard coming up.
I know it wouldn't because he went to the locker room, right?
Straight ahead with Taylor.
We'll just go as is for now.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love third down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because it's money down and they want the ball, but a third down run for a first down could be so demoralizing to that defense.
Completed over the middle.
Coker again.
And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have first and goal to figure out. Throwing with a blitz on the way.
Again.
He's got it.
Okay.
He has the Carolina touchdown.
Here he is making a statement again.
Now they'll try to knock the extra point through. The point after splits the uprights. And the Panthers drive their lead to 11. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Buccaneer offense back out for another series. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be marked down 5 yards short of that first. Offense to the line for second down.
Second and 5 at the 35-yard line.
They go play action here. Caught by Washington, left side. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like, the 40-yard line. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down. Throwing from the gun here. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. From just shy of midfield on second down.
Damn it.
He's got a man left. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 22 on that one. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Nice, Junior.
It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it.
Junior with the sack.
Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. Trying again, following the sack. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball, left side.
Did he
Trying
drop
to
it?
push one through there.
Or was it tipped?
So they're left facing.
Nice. Beautiful. That was fucking awesome. Damn. There you go, number 4. Alright, what was I going to look at? Oh, the running backs. Okay, looks like it's just this game, so that's good news. I would assume. Alright, we're going to do a change here. Let's do a rush T tackle. Pick.
Back to throw. And he let his man too much there, Brock.
Alright, this is a what, 54 yarder?
Where's the importance of staying in phase as a defender?
50
He was
quarter.
all over him in coverage.
Doesn't have,
And
I
that
don't
really
remember
did
him
help
having that.
force
I think
the
it was like 81
incompletion.
accuracy.
A 54-yard attempt.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that brings the deficit back within a score, 8 points.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, then those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
All right, 3 timeouts, 20 seconds.
So they'll set up shop at the 30.
The best quarterback in the league, a dangerous receiver core.
Left at their disposal
I say
on
we
the final
go.
drive of this half. Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. And it's charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards. They just get the play off. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. So we arrived at halftime, and the Panthers impressive so far. They've got a lead so far on the road. Now we'll keep it in-state, but send you a couple hours away to our buddy in Orlando. It's Jonathan Coachman. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll begin our trip around the NFL at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Tennessee taking on their closest rivals distance-wise in Atlanta. And it's the visiting side who have the lead in that one. Cordero Patterson has thrown a touchdown pass. From there, we'll head up to Indy to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they've got the lead over the visiting Houston Texans. 2 touchdowns there for Jonathan Taylor. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. As you can see the score there in the 2nd quarter. Terry McLaurin, a touchdown reception.
What the fuck are they starting with?
Both these teams ready for the fight ahead. We're ready to get back to it as well. And to do just that, we'll hand it back over to Kate and Brock.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the 3rd quarter. Return starts from the goal line. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. The Panthers headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And he already has a passing touchdown in this game. As you can see, that's what he's done with regularity all year, sitting among the NFL leaders in that category. To throw it on first down. He's got Smith. And he's touchdown about 5 yards shy of that first down marker. Back to the line they go. It's second down. From the 36.
He's gone.
They left him wide open. It's complete. To the house. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers grow the lead coming out of halftime. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Back room to...
Oh, okay. I was like, who the fuck is number 20? Duh. Look at that, bro. It's leaving wide fucking open. I mean, you could have gotten a Coke or two, but he didn't have that much space in front of him. Wow.
You can find pay dirt.
They'll set up here for the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Panthers lead by 15 now. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. He fields it from the 8. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Now the Buccaneers set to take the field. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. Now they'll throw out of the gun. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. He can't hang on to the pass. And we'll see what they do here on second down. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Let's be real clear, there is nothing lucky about number 7 at all for this quarterback. The 7th time he's been taken to the ground for a sack. This defense, they've made adjustments. They're incorporating a variety of different looks and blitzes, and it just seems like, Kate, constantly they are a step ahead of whatever this offense is trying to do to protect this quarterback.
And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. They kick the running back in motion. Got Washington, it's complete. And this one doesn't go far.
That's just discipline with a capital D. The play in the huddle is a running back screen, but it takes discipline for that offensive line to not get downfield. Discipline for that receiver to stay alert, stay aware that he's a viable option as well.
Flushed out of the pocket. He's running with it. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that, and it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Man in motion, headed right. That one's out and cut on the right side. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Gibbs now from the gun. And they bring him down around the 34. Give him 5 on that carry. Bring it up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 34. Pass complete to Gibbs. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Now Gibbs. He'll drive it forward, but won't get beyond the line. Peyton Wilson getting there for the stop. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. Back to throw. This is complete to Gibbs. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Stop made by Braden Fisk. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. They're throwing it. Hauled in by Godwin. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow. He's happy to bring them 3 points closer, but I'm sure he sees the situation of the game. He knows 3 isn't going to cut it to end these drives. They need to find the end zone.
The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. Starting from the 5. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Panthers ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And as we see some of the highlights from their showing, his work a big part of why they're in front right now. Having a nice, solid game as their offensive leader. I think we can say he's had a firm grip on the wheel and has really driven them to this advantage. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So it'll be 2nd down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. It's taken in by Williams. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Pass play coming here. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. The Buccaneers and this running back headed back out for a new series. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. They bring the tight end in motion. On the ground, it's a gift to Gibbs. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Finds his man. It's Godwin. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
1st and 10 now from the 30. They put a receiver in motion right. Handoff running left. Here's Gibbs. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1. They'll toss it to Gibbs. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Quick pass, right side, complete. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Hand off to Gibbs from the gun. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
It's taken in by Washington. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Throwing from the gun. He has the first over the middle. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. 16
Man, this is getting
yards
old.
on the play.
Fucking, we do well on 1st and 2nd down and give it to 3rd.
From
Well,
a
on
great
1st
throw
and
to a
2nd,
nice
give up
route
the
and
3rd.
catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. A give left side for Gibbs. And he's going to be out of bounds right along the 20. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Straight ahead with Gibbs. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
So we're through 3 here. It's Buccaneer football. They trail, but it's still within reach for them. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. They've got a man in motion. They go play action on 1st. And he rips this one out and over the back of the end zone, incomplete.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Ooh, that looked like a pick for a second, but it hits the end zone grass. They are very fortunate to get this one back, but now they've got 4th down. Thought that this might be 4-down territory for him here, Brock, but they are lining up for a field goal. It's a chip shot, this one straight ahead. Butker knocks it through, and the lead is back down to 9.
Close.
That field goal didn't do a lot on the scoreboard to make it a more attackable deficit, but it does create a sense of urgency here for this defense to get off the field.
Brown with a return here. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Panther offense headed out to the field. They're up by 2 scores, Brock, but we've got some time left, so they still need to mount a drive here. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll throw it. Has him on the quick hitter.
Travis.
And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
He keeps those feet in and makes the catch.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Throw complete to Williams. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. He gets 6 on that play, and it'll give the Panthers a 1st down. Motioning one of the tight ends. Blown back gets the handoff. And he'll get it down for a solid gain to about the 37. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up. From the 37. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it's 3rd down now. He'll throw it. That's caught for the 1st. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers could lock away the win as they make it a 15-point game. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. Yeah. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
And the Panthers leaving their guys out there. Look at this. They're trying for 2. He's throwing for it. And he has it inside the end zone. That's going to add 2 to their lead here late.
I always say about the NFL game, it's a game of matchups. And that time they get the matchup they want, and they go right to it. It's a risky call throwing it for 2, but that risk pays off.
The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away.
Well, that got the crowd
And the
quiet.
kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30.
I haven't heard those cannons
Offense
or that
being led
stupid
back
song.
out by its quarterback as they get geared up for their next possession. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing now from the gun. Caught for big yards on the right side. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Putting a receiver in motion. Play action on 1st down. On target to Godwin. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, you call that play to surprise the defense, try to get to the goal line. But a quick adjustment by the defense, well, it kept him in position to make the stop and ruin that play.
Catch it this time. Thank you.
Oh my. It's intercepted in the end zone. J.C. Horn to pick it off.
You know, Kate, one of the tenets of the West Coast system that I was fortunate to play in, touchdown to check down. Touchdown to check down. You get in the red zone, it's touchdown to check down. You can't put the ball in harm's way. That's a brilliant job by the defense with their coverage, baiting the quarterback into the throw. You got to sail that one into the stands. Touchdown or check down.
You can't
possibly give an interception in that situation.
The Carolina offense headed out now. And taking a look at these highlights, Brock, just a reminder of the type of game that they have had throwing the football. It really has been the key to their success.
Yeah, they've just not only stayed on schedule here, Kate. Man, they've made some music, right? Great rhythm.
Yeah.
Not just ahead of schedule, but huge plays have followed. We've seen a lot of different looks and wrinkles throughout this performance, and it's been a joy to watch.
And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. Then brings up 3rd down. Takes the handoff, now to throw. Taylor makes the catch. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. This offense and their quarterback making their way back out there, ready to take over once again. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
Connects on the crosser. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Into the hands of Gibbs.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains, but I love it nonetheless.
Why did
you
he
make
stop?
sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out, and this time it was out of the backfield with a running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
This one falls incomplete. Lucky that didn't end as an interception. So now they have 3rd and short. They go play action here. He sends this one to the end zone. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted.
2.
J.C. Horn to pick it off.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
Too, man. Fuck. Making it very hard. he's like,
this
all right,
offense
this is the
headed
year I
back
play.
to the field, led by their receiver. Even though they've got a 3-score lead, still a lot of time left, so they're going to try to grow it even further. They'll run here on 1st down. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
And he's brought down for a loss.
What in the goddamn fuck play was that?
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down.
You're just giving them opportunities to pass for more yards against us. You better snap that fucking ball, man.
Throwing with a blitz on the way.
Throw it.
Got Williams, and it's complete. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the fourth down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Buccaneers, then receiver Chris Godwin getting set for another go. They've got first down from the 31. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT.
Nice.
Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the hits just keep coming for them on this play, it seems. Elsewhere on the field, they've got a player hurt and in need of some attention. All right, here we go. Second down. Trying again, following the sack. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35. Now we've got a challenge. Dave Canales not happy with that last call.
Previous play is under review.
So what we're all looking for here, did he secure the catch and maintain it while also getting both feet down?
Yeah, this is why it's a perfect look. This is why teams scout body control and field awareness for these pass catchers. For moments like this, he did not have much margin for error, and it happens oh so fast.
Well, that didn't break out how they thought it would, and they're going to lose the first of their 3 timeouts for their trouble. Throw on third down. He lets a heater go deep. Middle. Oh, brother, it's another interception.
There we go.
And the Panthers get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Oh, man, Brock, somebody, those other leaders on that sideline, they've got to sit him down and calm him down. 3 consecutive drives now where he's thrown an interception.
Yeah, this defense is just all over him, seeing every throw, anticipating these routes before they're even run. When he's dropping back to throw, and I know this feeling, it's horrible as a quarterback. It feels like there's 20 defenders out there on this defense.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. He musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4. Back-to-back carries here. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
That was the perfect play call for that particular situation. Gave him enough to pick up a first with some room to spare.
First down, and they go right back to him. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
You know how we hear about teams and quarterbacks avoid targeting a stud quarterback, just throwing away from him? Well, maybe they should avoid running it anywhere near this guy. He's having no issue stopping these plays cold.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Shotgun, handoff to Taylor. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. Give him 5 on that play. Now it's going to be 3rd down and 6. Trying to throw here out of the gun. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I could think from Pop Warner to the NFL. Everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that third down?
It's an 11-yard gain to back up the considerable gamble there on fourth down, and they move those chains. From the gun, Taylor. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6. So it's the Panthers who take this one on the road. And as we play in October, they have kept their perfect start to the season going. To the point, Brock, I think you could argue they might be the league's best team in the front half of this campaign.
It's a big game to win.
So for Brock Eward, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. The Panthers are winners. As with that, we sign off from Tampa.
But they did throw for 366 yards. Overall, though, 317 passing yards to our 289. They rushed for 82 to our 66. God damn. There's the difference, man. 3 touchdowns versus 3 interceptions. Coker showing his face again. Gave him a shot finally. Oh, McVay came in and started serving up pancakes. I don't know, man. What? Oh, he gave up a sack. I'm like, I think I'm getting senile. How could you give up a sack, bro? So that would have been the only sack in the game they got, so I'm about to see the replay. It scared me when I saw him adjust towards the sideline there a little bit. Damn it, wrong button. See, that's why JC took it from me, bro. Because you can't catch shit. Well, hold on a second. So who got their sack? Right in George. So apparently they're blaming Coker for that one. Okay. I mean, at least it doesn't hurt our offensive linemen, but. We shouldn't have an injury here. No, we don't. Okay. Well, now 2 games ahead. Why would they fucking... Okay, so Tampa Bay's social media account is fucking stupid. He shines at Tampa Bay, but they're failing to mention he threw 3 fucking picks. All right, facing the Lions next. Monday Night Football. They're 5-3. It's the game of the week. I don't trust this shit, man, because I can't tell how many fucking times he threw an interception, Bo. Okay, Vikings are 2-5 still. Saints are now 4-4. We're the only undefeated team. And Ravens and Texans, man. Oh yeah, the Ravens lost Lamar Jackson and are starting a rookie quarterback. But here's Lamar Jackson joined the Steelers and they're 2-5. I'm gonna need the Saints to lose some more. I want that number 1 pick, man. Just so I can trade down. Alright, let's see here. Let's take a quick look at their injury report. Hours in 2 weeks. We'll start getting some players back. Alright, Bo Jackson. Is that a sick joke? Where his knee's injured? I need to look at who is this fucking kid? I forgot to look him up. Out of Ohio State. Parents are Andrea and Lamar Jackson. He has no relation to Bo Jackson, the real Bo Jackson. Still though, that's funny. Alright, so you got Al Shahir, left tackle, Andrew Thomas. So they're hurting at running back, 77-74. Alright, Jared Goff, X Factor. Deuce Knight, bro. Oh, is that the kid? Did we play them in the preseason? Caleb Jackson. You got Bo Jackson. Monson Brown, Jacoby Myers, Sam Laporta. This dude, Formby. Penny Sewell. Of course, you got Aiden Hutchinson. So are they running a 3-4? They must be, man. That's their nose. Rookie. Another rookie. Oh, there's that fucking McCreary again. The guy who did not sign with us a few years back. It's a bidding war and he just wouldn't sign with us. Ultimately, I think he went to the Bucks. Where are you at now, Roger? Oh, damn, they have a pretty good fucking backup. Accuracy's not that good. Let's take a look at the league leaders. Yeah, dude. Now I'm gonna have to look and see what the record is for picks too. Max Crosby finally making his name on the list there. $14. All right. So Scorton needs 8 more sacks for that record. J.C. Horn needs 5 more interceptions for that record. This is this season might be a one for the history books here. You got 9 games left. When the fuck is our bye week? Okay, week 14. I mean, when you're a playoff team, I would think that you would want a bye week late in the year. I mean, with any luck, what if we have it all sealed up division? Oh no, this one will probably be the week we seal it up more realistically. Who knows, maybe even. But you might have players like J.C. Horn and Scorton sitting out. If they get those records, man, I'm going to see no need to really play them. Other than, of course, winning games, but we have talents. All right, I think that'll do it. Next up's Monday Night Football.